I'm Doug Doyle with the art of the story. Two-time Tony Award nominee Kate Baldwin has wowed audiences for many years, including her role as Irene Malloy opposite Bette Midler and David Hyde Pierce in the hit Broadway revival of Hello, Dolly.
And so I will proudly wear ribbons down my back, shining in my hair, that he might notice me.
Now Kate Baldwin is starring in the George Street Playhouse production of Heidi Schreck's play, What the Constitution Means to Me.
I come out and I say, hi, my name is Heidi. And I tell the story of when Heidi was 15 years old, her mother invented a scheme to help her pay for college. And that scheme involved going around to different cities and participating in contests about the United States Constitution at American Legion halls for prize money. So Heidi was really good at this debate. She knew so much about the Constitution as a young person. She loved it. She studied it. She memorized the amendments. She could speak extemporaneously with all the details of the amendments. And the contest asked each participant to connect the document to their own life in a personal way. This is where Heidi was not so good. She didn't really connect it. She connected it to her fantasy life. She talks about rainbows and she talks about fairies and she talks about, and hopefully it's funny to the audience. I find it really funny, but she wasn't able to really talk about her own family history. So in examining her 15-year-old self, adult Heidi, a woman in her late 40s, comes back to this contest. And What the Constitution Means to Me tells the story of adult Heidi re-examining what it was like to be 15 years old and have that point of view on the Constitution and what her point of view on the Constitution is now.
What does the Constitution mean to Kate Baldwin?
Many things. I think like so many of us who grow up learning about civics and government in elementary school and then later in middle and high school, I had the point of view that the Constitution was a document to be revered, to never be questioned, to be learned from, and sort of to be put away in a certain sense. What it means to me is it is a living document. It is capable of transformation and evolution. And it means that we ought to, I hope that people who come to see the show feel the same way I do, in that they feel more engaged with our government, with how things work, and their participation in it. I think this play, and hopefully the performance that we have going on at George Street right now, asks people to think more deeply about how they can get involved in their local government, in the national election, and with considering what they think is important as we move forward as a nation.
What the Constitution Means to Me runs through October 13th at the George Street Playhouse in New Brunswick. You can see my entire interview with Broadway star Kate Baldwin on the WBGO Facebook page. I'm Doug Doyle, WBGO News.